Hello friends, how are you all? In this video, a very pertinent issue is going to be discussed since we all practice at the constitutional court and the highest court of the state. The only thing which I am going to discuss in this video is the understanding that what fundamental right is. And as you all lawyers know, the fundamental right are the right which state enforce against itself, which is mentioned in part 3 of the Constitution of India, and enormous fundamental rights are being discussed. Right to life was discussed, right to profession, religious rights propagation. So now in this video, all what I'm trying to pitch before all of you, that what is the relevance and importance of a fundamental right? Why a right which is fundamental in nature has a great, shall I say, depth in the Indian Constitution? Because prior independence, we don't have these kind of rights. So the dignity of a citizen was a little bit of compromise way. Now, when it comes to seeking remedy, so Indian Constitution has specifically provided for writ remedies. Before Honorable High Court, writ remedies means a remedy in which violation of a fundamental or a legal right is being done. And Article 32 exclusively says that whenever a fundamental right of any citizen is violated, then writ can be issued. Now, before that, we need to understand that to what extent the fundamental right is being exercised by a citizen, and in what manner and to what extent the state has a right to make check and balances. So the first thing which is very important you need to understand is that whenever state is enforcing any limitation on a fundamental right of any citizen or any group, so the most important thing is state cannot eliminate that. For example, if I have a right to trade and profession, the only restriction can be made. The point to be very important, which is noted in 19(1), if you say whenever any fundamental right is being tested, whenever any fundamental right is being treated by state, or whenever state take any action legitimately against any fundamental right, so the only reasonable restriction can be put on that right. And the word restriction is very important. A fundamental right can only be reasonably restricted. They cannot eliminate. But what happened in many cases, you see the right of the roadside dealers, those who are making, जो लोग वीकली बाजार लगाते हैं, तो समटाइम्स यू सी उनको उठा के बाहर फेंक दिया रहता है, तो दैट विल अमाउंट टू एलिमिनेटिंग देयर राइट, व्हिच कैन नॉट बी डन. तो फंडामेंटल राइट के केसेस में इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड ओनली रिस्ट्रिक्शन कैन बी मेड. फंडामेंटल राइट कैन नॉट बी एलिमिनेट कंप्लीटली, ओनली रीजनेबल रिस्ट्रिक्शन कैन बी मेड. So this needs to be seen very importantly. Well, thank you very much.